all this money I've been getting every day. Young ass nigga, I'm a god to the ways, yeah. Whole squad don't belong in the city, nigga. Who am I to say this shit again? Pathway private in this bitch, you's a fuck nigga. 10 shots on your block, no luck, nigga. Talking about the bitches that'll change for the game, for the niggas that'll try to switch lanes for the fame. On me, I've been stressed out, thinking that I never really changed the city. Now you niggas need to get laid out. Mind full of shit, never got to pay now. Was a quiet ass kid, but I'm insane now. Stay to myself, but I'm okay now. Bitches trying to test, but I'm lost in the clouds.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We already picked up a new transmission. I'll show you guys that real quick. It's a used transmission, but it got 26,000 miles on it, and it has a 3-month warranty. Pretty much, if it don't work, take it back. But so we're gonna attempt to take out the transmission. We don't think it's going to be hard, but it's going to definitely be interesting. I'm going to be taking off the bumper to give us a little bit more clearance in the front and all around. And we got to take off the wheels because, you know, with the transmission, the axles are connected. So we got to do that on both sides. And yeah, so we'll get back to you when we got an update with the bumper or the wheels. All right, boys, so next is this. We got both wheels off, front bumper off. So next is going to be the battery, so we could get under it. We got the transmission fluid already. It's behind the car, and I wanted Valvoline, but they don't have it. So we are running with Fran. So when I do, I'm probably going to do a 50,000 mile oil change anyway, transmission oil change anyway. So it's going to be, I'll change that to Valvoline, make sure that I could get Valvoline because I like that. As you see, we're taking out the battery. Oh, the battery's actually bolted down. It's right there. Yeah, my bad. You sitting there tugging like, why this shit ain't coming up?
I gotta figure out where your bolts at. You got so many hidden bolts on
So
this thing,
you want to tell them how to take out the battery?
See what had happened, right?
Okay, so you basically take the nut off right here.
Off first.
Yeah, take the bracket off.
That's 3 10 millimeters, and these are 10 millimeters. But you really gotta pry at this to pop it loose. That's the best I could give. Use a flathead screwdriver and just get it between the wedges.
Our cars are being held, the batteries are being held in by that little bracket right there.
13 millimeter.
And yeah.
13 millimeter, my friend. 13.
So, I've been trying to get in contact with people about this. I'm not even going to stress it. I'm going to order a new lens instead of a whole new headlight because I'm not about to spend $500 on another pair of headlights. Just, yeah, unless I'm doing a giveaway. But there ain't no reason for that. And then same thing with the taillights. Instead of buying a whole new pair, well, no, I'm going to actually have to buy a whole new pair of taillights because there's no lens that we could do for that. So, but all right, so the battery's out. We'll give you an update in a second. We're going to be removing the tray here next.
13 millimeters.
So we had to remove the tray. There's 513 bolts, so it sits like this in there. There's one in between here, and then here. I'm pretty sure this one was one, right? This one? No? Where's the other two at? I forgot.
So you got 2 here.
Yeah, set that.
And 2 here.
Oh yeah, they're like hidden
I don't know
inside.
why they did that, but
and then the rest of it is just clips like this that you got to pry off. There is some right here, and so now we get to see our transmission. This is how you could change your transmission fluid. Also, you don't got to take all that off, but
you can feel it. That's what
this
you
is
feel
just
it.
Yeah, just twist that off. It's going to be hard to get to if you got big hands, but you could do it without taking anything off, honestly. And yeah, we're just trying to figure out what's holding up the transmission so we could drop it. All right, so I'm removing the caliper, and then so we could take out the axles. You gotta take this one out and then this one right here out. And these are 21, right, Lamont? Yeah? Yeah, these are 21 sockets. So once you make both of them loose, then you can start taking them out one by one. And then I'm gonna go to the other side. And I think from there, he's clearing out the top half. So we have a clearance. And yeah, we'll get back to y'all in a few. All right, guys, so I already did the other side, but basically you remove this bolt and then you remove this bolt right here to remove the brake caliper. I already did the other side. I'm going to do this side. Lamont's going to show you guys the top transmission mounts. Say what's up to YouTube.
Hello.
Right. Here you go, Lamont.
Hello.
All right, y'all. So you got you got 15mm bolts that's like about this long, easy to break apart. You got, let's see if we can get an angle up in here.
Oh, let them know the bolts back here are 21.
One where that hole is down there, and then there's one right there. There's another 15 here. So technically, going around transmission, what's attached to the engine, you just basically just removing the 15mm bolts on that. We haven't got to the motor mounts yet. That'll be the last thing that you want to take off after you done got the CV joints and stuff out. If you have a front engine mount, you're going to take that off, and then the rear engine mount, and then the transmission, and you'll be able to just lower it down, and you'll probably at least have 1 or 2 bolts left on the bottom of the transmission. Once you get those off, you can just break it loose. You don't have to worry about removing the torque converter. You can, but then that's a whole nother step. Also, the bolts that's on the bracket of brake caliper are 21s, the ones that hold the brake caliper in itself. Those are 21s. You can easily take a nice heavy duty zip tie and strap it to the suspension.
Show them on this side. I'm about to do it.
Also, actually, you can actually see. I don't know what Amari's struggling with. Well, that's one.
No, that's both of them out.
Both of them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we got a heavy duty zip tie. Basically just run it through and then get a good grip. Pry it off real quick. All right. Normally we use like a little trusty flathead screwdriver, but Mr. Strong Arm over here.
You stupid.
So you can do that like one hand, or you can do it two. Video ain't really all that good, but technically just run it through.
Boom.
But just like so, as long as you got a good grip on one hand.
Oh damn.
He over here fucking up. Stop sucking up. Stop sucking up.
I'm jamming to the music.
You gotta rotate it. Stop sucking up.
Do it the wrong way.
The music got him going. And zip, zip, rip. Done. Locked in place. Just like so. And it'll stay right there till you need to remove it. Bada bing, bada boom. Say who that?
Also be careful, because like what just happened here.
Oh yeah,
brake
caliper, brake pads will come out.
So we'll put that back in.
Yeah,
I don't need no brakes yet, so I'm gonna keep using those. But yeah,
them rotors though gotta go.
They've been sitting here for a
That's
minute.
Just rust, y'all. That's just rust, but
still
off. You need some new rotors.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we had to remove the. What is this even called? Exhaust hanger?
Yeah, the hanger bracket.
Yeah, so it was up here, and then once we took both of the 15 bolts out right here, it's like that. The reason my exhaust looks like this, it looks weird, I know. It's because I be scraping.
This is what it looks like when you're low.
Yeah. So that's all that is. Once we're done, what are you doing?
Removing the transmission bolts. The only thing will be left will be to take the CV joints out, remove the starter and the engine mounts, and then that's it.
Yeah, we've been out here for what, an hour?
Yeah.
It's not too bad with 2 people. I feel like with 1 person, it probably took a little longer. But yeah, we're almost there, guys. So once we take off the CV joints,
average time is 4 hours.
Yeah. Once we get to the CV joints, I'll pick up the camera again and go from there. So don't be a knucklehead like we were and forget to take off your axle nuts. We were sitting here for like, what, 30 minutes?
What?
To put the calipers back on?
No.
Well, because of that one.
The one? No, not 30 minutes.
I think it was 30
10
minutes.
Because your ass went to the mailbox.
You still weren't done though, because you knocked out the piston.
Left me high and dry.
I think it was 30 minutes, guys.
It was not
but
no 30. It was 15. I counted.
all right, I give you 20. But
All right,
anyway,
I'll take it.
we forgot to take off the axle nuts. So don't forget to do that. When you take off the wheel, immediately take off your axle nuts. It just makes it so much easier.
Just pop your little center cap off, unloosen the axle nuts, and then take the wheel off.
Yeah, literally.
Just unloosen it while it's on the ground. It's easier.
Yep.
Don't make a rookie mistake like I did. Been doing this shit for years and made a rookie. I say, ain't that bad? Good Lord.
All right, guys. So we got back to where we were supposed to be at 10 minutes ago. Where's the little? This one took. You stupid. This one is a T. The start bit is a T30. Had to use that to take off the rotors once you take off the caliper again. This piston popped out, so all we did was put it back in, hammer it a little bit. And so now we're at the point where we're taking out the axles, and Lamont's doing the driver's side. Woo.
18 millimeter.
And so what are you doing? Taking off the
bolts so I can drop the spindle and then pop the CV joint out. They are 18 millimeters.
Can't get that on camera, but yeah, pretty much taking off the coilover, so that could have free play.
Yep, disconnect the spindle, let that drop, pop the CV joint out with a prop bar.
All right, guys, welcome back.
Oh,
this is the next day. We're trying to find bolts right now, so I decided to take the time. Boy, this is a mission. If you guys decide to do it, make sure you got two dedicated friends to help you and to willing to do it, because it was only me and Lamont, and it was a mission. It was hard. The transmission was fighting us, but this is the new one.
I mean, we had
you
some
see,
help come through, but
we had some help, but it wasn't really. Yeah, we needed a whole nother jack, so we had to wait for someone to do it. So that's why I kind of ran out of daylight, and then we also needed to get a engine hoist. Not an engine hoist, but I forgot what the term for that is.
Hoist.
Oh, okay. Engine hoist to hold up the engine while we dropped the trans. Found out you have to remove the subframe. The subframe is held on by brackets. You can see them; they're obvious. And then we also had to remove the steering column.
Yeah. Well, the wrecking pin and all that comes down with the subframe.
Yeah, we had to take that out, and that, you know, it's connected to your steering wheel, and so you had to go in the car to disconnect it. But oh man, your boy been through war today. But yeah, you can see actually on this one, this is the old one. That's the one that the camshaft. That's the camshaft that came with the new transmission, but we just used the same one because that one was fine. Like, again, the car drove fine. So, but yeah, honestly, we could take this off because it's all bolted back up. The only thing missing out of here is the battery. We just gotta make it look pretty-ish because, you know, it's still dirty. These jacks were handy. You need 2 jacks for this stupid subframe and the transmission to transfer it. And yeah, honestly, right now we're just putting everything back. Don't know why, but when we were taking everything off, the brakes on this side was thicker than the ones on the other side. So we're gonna have to get new brakes. I already got some in the car. I was just waiting to put them on. And yeah, well, I'll get back to y'all when we get everything back together, because like I said, this is a whole nother day. What time we got out here? 6?
6:45.
Yeah, we stopped at 10, started back up at 6, and see the carnage over here.
3 more like this.
You need 3 more like this?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. So all right, guys, see y'all in a second. Guys, we're about to put in the transmission fluid. The only problem we're having is reconnecting the steering column to the steering wheel. We'll figure that out. But Lamont's about to make sure there's nothing else in this transmission. This is the new one, and go from there. What's up, guys? So this is the end of the video. We had to stop recording because we were getting frustrated because today's Saturday. Yesterday on a Friday, we spent we were out there from 11 all the way until 10 working on the car to get the transmission out. We got the transmission out, and then the goal for yesterday was to get the transmission out and get the new one at least bolted on, ready to go for the next day. That didn't happen. We left the transmission there. It was halfway up there, but it wasn't like connected to anything or at all. So we left the car with the frame and everything down. But so we did that, and then we came back today, 6 in the morning, all the way until, what time is it? 8. We got done we went until like 6, and we got the transmission on. Everything was going smooth after that, and then the steering column wanted to act crazy, so we had to go get a new steering column, and then that thing basically broke also. So, and then what else? We bolted everything, and when we started the car before the new transmission, the car started. With this new transmission, it did a quick noise. That quick noise usually means, if it clicks once and nothing else at all, that usually means you need a starter, which is crazy because before it was working fine with no problem. So if I need a starter, cool, it's a cheap fix. But yeah, we did the transmission. We did it. That was the goal. I'm happy to say that it's possible by yourself. The only thing is, I don't know if our cars are new enough where we have to get the transmission programmed, because that is something a lot of like nicer, newer cars have, is where you got to get the transmission replaced. Not replaced, but get, what's it called? You guys don't know. It programmed. That's the word I was looking for. You gotta get it programmed to your car. So the transmission only has 26,000 miles on it, the new one, and I have a 3-month warranty. So we pulled it on, and if it don't work, guess what? Go get another one. And if it does work, okay, awesome, we did it. That was the goal. We could say that we changed the transmission, but yeah, guys, I'm just rambling now. So peace out. I am resting the rest of the day. I'm not doing it. I miss doing work like that on cars, but it's been a hot minute, and I gotta miss it, but I don't miss the headache. So, all right, guys, peace out, and see y'all next time.